Oh no.
All right.
No, I merge it all
Ooh.
down. He makes it sound like I do this poorly. I merge it all down.
You did just admit to having a quadrillion layers.
Yeah,
Also, when I was doing your when I was
because I merged it all down. I just merged it all
I'm
down.
very, very conservative with my layers. Each one has a very strict purpose.
we've been talking about art the entire time while we were waiting on you guys, or a
Something
good.
is something is wrong.
Yep. I
Something
made
We
a
have,
bunch of very
somewhere.
good, very stupid jokes, and I'm
we have
still
both
laughing about
decided
them.
we all need to go paintballing.
And Meeper's gonna learn how to give me shots.
Yep.
A lot happened.
Nothing necessarily. Okay, it should be fine now.
Tommy's having an existential crisis. Don't worry.
My stream wasn't showing up,
They sus.
but it's good now. I'm good. Ready to start.
Okay. So, last time we started with you all plotting and scheming and being nefarious in order to get to the top of the Tower of Vile Deep, the donjon where a criminal known as the Obsidian Claw or Petillent has reportedly been locked up for 30 some odd years. You all took the time to sow discourse between sort of the two rival heads here, a paladin named fuck, no, I can't even think of her name. I keep thinking of the priestess's name. No.
Finestra.
Finestra, that's it.
I remembered.
Warden Finestra and the sorceress who is newer to Vile Deep, Manoia, as well as giving some of the prisoners their own methods of escape in order to create a bigger distraction. It was mostly successful, save for Simon, who nearly blasted a goblin's leg off because the goblin was not being very cooperative. But it did turn out to be enough, and Simon and Avery managed to make their way to the top while the rest of you three kind of watch the chaos unfold from below. Uh, however, uh, Simon and Avery, as you got up to the top and got inside and locked the door behind you, it seemed as if Manoia and Finestra had some other method of knowing that something was going on as they arrived at the door. But you had enough time to speak to Papillon. You undid one of his shackles, and he undid the rest. However, what followed was him paralyzing you both for a moment before opting to make his own escape, breaking into the basement below and actually using the explosives on the box of the item which Manoia was set to protect to blast a hole open as he left. Yen, you got a peek inside the box at what was in there before Manoia threatened you for uh, being near it. You acquiesced and stepped away. Uh, in the chaos, however, uh, Simon got his hand broken by Finestra, and Ada got grabbed by Finestra. Uh, there was a bit of a struggle, but eventually, even some of Simon's party members were sort of working against him to try and mitigate the problems that were happening. and Simon was magically put to sleep as Ada was still in Fenestra's arms. Simon, go and roll a d4 for me.
You got it. Why did I open my placard? Let me scooch that over. 3.
All right. Avery, it has been about 3 hours since the unconscious Simon was basically smited into unconsciousness by Fenestra while he was asleep. Both you and Simon have been escorted to separate cells, and you are both without your things, without your armor. You are in prison clothes, and you see Simon across the cell from you, starting to stir awake. Uh, Simon, you are at 1 HP, although you technically were under a short rest, so you can use hit die as you see fit.
Okay, let me change my HP to 0 then, or 1,
Simon,
so I can do this correctly. One sec. It's not rolling. There, now it's rolling. It's just taking a long time.
Simon, give me your glasses.
Uno momento, por favor. What?
No, give me your glasses. I need your glasses. Trust me.
I said, give me a minute. One of my fucking rolls was a 0.
Yeah, you have a -1 to Constitution.
I know, shut up. I was thinking about, with your permission, switching my con and my wisdom. Because I don't really use my wisdom a whole lot.
You sure don't. Well, we'll talk about that another time.
Okay. Do I still have my arm?
No, you have like I'll say this, Simon. You wake up, you feel like a sunburn on like the side of your shoulder. You feel an aching pain there as well. You are under a blanket, and there is a set of prisoner clothes like on the bed, because you know all of your stuff is gone, and I mean all of it.
What about his glasses?
Those. Yeah, those would be.
My glasses aren't special or anything, and I need them to see.
Yeah, those would be on top of the sort of pile of clothes you have.
Give me your glasses.
Yeah, but why?
Just trust me. You trust me? You trust me? You trust your friend Avery?
Honestly, not right now. You sound absolutely drunk.
No, I'm just stir crazy, itchy. Want to get out.
Why do you need my glasses?
Just trust me. I have put my blind faith in you like 80 times, and every time it has not worked out for me. So please, just give me your
yes. Yeah, Simon just kind of throws. Simon is like, he shrugs with the one functional shoulder, and he just throws his glasses over to her.
All right. So again, you two are across cells from each other, and you go to throw your glasses at Avery, and you see as they are mid-flight, a hand comes out and snatches them. It is one of the guards.
Oh shit. Well, I was gonna use them as a lockpick, but I guess not.
Yeah, the guard kind of looks at you, Simon, and is like, "Something tells me these won't help you see straight." And they just kind of put them in their pocket and go back to their post.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Your faith in me was misplaced.
well, there's a lot of that going around, isn't there?
That's fine. Where's the rest of the people? Avery probably wouldn't know.
So, yeah, Avery, you know a little more than Simon. You know that because you and Simon were at round zero, there's they have full rights to detain you. As for the other three, they were just kind of around, and so they are in for interrogation. Uh,
Oh, shit.
Yes. To give you an idea of where you are, you actually see like light pouring in through the ceiling because like half of the cells had their locks picked, so they had to use the ones that were previously empty where the magical item was stored. So you can like see the hole in the ceiling that Papillon made. You can kind of stick your head out of the bar a little bit to see down the hallway where you see like that giant hole that the explosion made that they're currently sort of like still looking at and figuring out what the fuck to do about it.
Hmm. Part of me feels like it might be best just to wait it out because, like, I feel like we've done enough damage, and the person we freed seems really violent and not cool. So maybe we fucked up on this one.
Your Honor, I fucked up.
Your Honor, I plead oopsie.
Your Honor, my client pleads, oops. uh,
I'm cool. Just kind of out.
all right. So yeah, Simon. Yeah, you tried throwing Avery your glasses. You get that doesn't work. You get a general idea of your situation, and you see Avery just kind of go back to Big chillin' in her cell. Uh, do you do anything?
Well, I have a lot of verbal and somatic spells that I could try to use to get out because Simon's
Are
not
they
leaving without Ada.
verbal and somatic only?
Yes, I'm looking at the components for each spell, V and S, not M. I'm only thinking about the ones that use V and S only.
Okay.
Because if I wanted to use anything with material, I would need my arcane focus, which is my arm.
Yes.
Let's see, what does magic weapon do? Ah, damn. I need a weapon to do that. Well, I suppose I could. No, I'm out of spell slots. This is a short rest, not a long rest.
Yep.
Oh well.
Well, it's a good thing you're in jail. You know, the place where you do the most resting.
The most under arresting.
Under, yeah.
Hmm. Well, hopefully something goes right while we're down here, and they will come down and release us. After all, Finestra did say you will go and retrieve Petillent and undo this mess.
All right. So you both are just hanging out for now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do my best to go back to sleep.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I actually, sir, can I please have my glasses back? I promise I'm not going to throw them at her again. That was misguided, and I do need to see.
See what? Your cell?
Well, I prefer not to walk around my cell blindly, running into things, potentially catching gods know what sort of diseases are on these rusty bars.
You can make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he just keeps it in his pocket and he's like, you'll get them back when you get to work. Uh, all right. So we cut to Kratos, Yen, Cressida, and Beerus.
Oh, we dragged Beerus into this? Oh my god. Jesus.
Yes, you all have been in kind of a bit of a cramped, dark room for the last few hours when eventually a couple of guards come by, uh, and they wave you all to follow.
Repeat that last part for me. Sorry, we were trying to deal with a charger.
Uh, yeah, so it's been a few hours. There's the four of you, Cressida, Kratos, Yen, and Beerus. You've been in this kind of like uh, just like empty office essentially, uh, and now the guards have come to get you, or what you assume is interrogation of some kind.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna follow.
So it's like we don't really have a choice.
Unless you're ready to start swinging.
That's probably not best. We'll go with.
Yeah. Cressida, do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Beerus, Beerus has been afoul of the law a few times, but definitely not to this extent. So he's very compliant. He follows. So yeah, you start going. You go past Manoya's office, and then you even go past Fenestra's office when they start taking you up to the donjon. Um, and there you see Manoia is sitting on the solid lead box. She looks uh, very upset still. And you see Fenestra kind of has her back turned to you as she's like staring out the hole Papillon made. Uh, and the guards are kind of standing next to you. Uh, and she's like, Guards, you may go. Your services will not be needed for this. Uh, they just say nothing and they walk out and close the door behind them. Uh, she kind of like starts pacing around the room, uh, and she's like, "Well then, seems as if your little scheme worked. Was it everything you had hoped for?"
I don't know exactly who you think we are in this, but our only intentions were to try to help, hence why some of us started chasing after him once he escaped.
I'm no fool. I know that some amount of blame lies upon you all. You're simply lucky that you weren't part of the main team which got caught. But I assume you're not heartless. You care about them. And what's more, is you care about the most stubborn one's little friend. As she kind of like pulls out uh, this metal arm with the fingers all crushed and like uh, kicks it across the floor to you.
I'm gonna pick it up and hold it under my arm like a file folder.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you see her pull out a handbell which has an odd-looking stone on the tip of it. And she says, I made this offer before, but perhaps you all weren't here, or those of you who seem to be more stern of thought, stern enough to not speak to Petillent himself, were not there to truly hear my offer. The metal bird, sister, Ada, call her what you will, uh, currently is being taken away. Even I myself do not know, nor do I care to, but the one who is currently caring for her is under a direct order. Should they hear this bell chime through this sending stone, kill her. And you see her literally holding the bell in only like 3 fingers at the very end of its tip, where the sending stone itself is. And you see her very gingerly, so that it does not ring, just kind of move it slightly. A flick of the wrist, the girl dies. So once again, I say, you are to find Petillent, bring him back, or kill him. I don't care.
I mean, hell, we caused the problem. We should probably be the solution. Something like that. Do you have any other stipulations to what you want done?
Not
Like, do we
really.
get the bird before? Do we get the bird after? Can we take the bird with us? She is kind of useful. We could use the, set of wings and eyes.
Should have thought about that beforehand, shouldn't you? Like I
Well, it's
said,
not
I don't know
exactly
where
like
she is, and I won't be calling her back until you bring back truth of the man's death, or bring him back somehow still kicking, though I doubt that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. We are all down to go and fix this. I can almost assure you that no one is going to protest us fixing the problem that we caused. However, someone on our team is quite attached to that bird and does crazy, silly, tee-hee things whenever he does not have access to her. So it's in your best interest for this hunt to make sure that she is there too, because otherwise he's not going to willingly help. And beyond that, again, she is vital to the team and can make it happen quicker. You want this done quickly. We want to get it over with quickly. Doesn't make sense to take away something that can aid in the search.
She says, yeah, she basically says, I'm no fool. I know where the leverage here lies. I know what my bargaining chip is. It is not up to me to convince the other one, down in the cells right now, to comply. That is your problem. Find
I
Papillon is also your problem. We are drow. We live for hundreds of years. What you think of quick and what we think of quick are quite different things. Take your time. You will find him.
very well. I'm gonna turn away and attempt to walk out with the arm.
Alright. Yeah, no. You do. You see her kind of like wrap the bell bearing in some cloth so that it doesn't ring. And she stashes it away. And she whistles for the guards to let you out, while Manoia just kind of jeers at all of you. Uh, so yeah, what do you do now?
I'm sorry. Did you happen to bargain for me and Simon to come with you guys to get Papillion?
I was about to ask for you guys release.
I had the assumption that she wanted all of us because she said it's not my job to convince Simon. So I feel like that's kind of the insinuation. You're going to get let out and you're going to have the option to go, or you're going to have the option to stay in jail.
Yes.
Well, I know what I pick. But Simon is in rough condition. Half his body is singed.
But don't worry, I've got his broken
It's always
arm.
like that.
Yeah,
Can I help?
he's always like that. Actually, you probably could. You could
Can I
probably.
please fucking come here, you bitch. Saturday. Jesus.
Come here, you little.
I'm gonna during Cressida's healing session, I'm gonna have a sit down with Simon so we can talk about the whole Ada situation.
All right. So
Yeah,
the first
so-
thing you do is you go back to the lower cells.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Yeah.
Crescent is just rubbing his feet while you talk to him.
Yeah. She's preparing like a little hot bath off to the side. All right. So I got good news and I got bad news. Good news, Ada's okay. Cared for, even. But they are not even willing to release her as useful to the team until we go get him.
And what's the bad news?
That is the bad news.
Well, you didn't separate them into good and bad. You made that whole sentence sound like the good news. So, if my sister's being held hostage, what's the bad news? He's like clenching his fists and like trying to keep calm.
I'm just gonna put my hands on his shoulders and be like, look, we did stupid shit. We got a mess to clean up. We gotta clean up. You don't need to take that out on me just because you're upset. We're all upset. She is vital to the team. She helps us out. And we know you care for her. So that's why we're going to try to do what we can to get her back. Which means we have to think rationally.
Rationally. I would like to apologize. The past few days I have not been of sound mind.
Days?
Yes.
Regardless of how it was, if you are intending on being of sounder mind now, then we need to move forward.
Where is she being held?
We don't know. But she said someone is caring for her. And that if they are given the signal, they will kill her. So, we don't have many options.
Well, I suppose I have no choice but to cooperate.
There you go. It's not that hard.
Simon is... This is completely out of character. Immediately upon Ada's return, when we bring back Papillion, Simon is going to set everything on fire. He's going to scorched earth. He's going to glass this place.
No.
Chunky glass.
No, you don't know
No.
that. I'm not saying this in character. You don't know this. This is just what Simon's thinking.
I'm gonna hand you your fucked up arm.
Just love freaking Simon is super distraught, and you're just like, there you go. I don't know why he really gets me.
Did you procure the rest of my belongings? I will need to repair this before we set out.
I'm gonna look around and just hand the arm and say, "This is what I got."
And this gentleman here, have him return my glasses.
Yeah, the guard is like, you can get your things on the way out.
Yes, but you have one of my things now, and I would like it back.
Ask nicely, be nice, play nice.
I am being extremely polite. I'm not making any demands. I even said please.
You see him kind of like scratch the upper ridge of his nose, and then he grabs your glasses by the lens with that same hand and hands you the glasses.
I put one of the spokes of the glasses, the arms or whatever, in my mouth, and I use my prison shirt or whatever to unsmudge the lens. And I shoot him the nastiest look.
It's like, all right, get out of here. Let's take a look at you.
I'm gonna motion over to Avery and be like, "You're good. You don't need pep talk as well. You good?"
Nah, I'm good. Let's fucking get this.
I just have my arm
Hey.
slung over my shoulder because it's useless right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can attach it back in.
Yeah, but I can't.
You won't have your fingers.
Yeah, I'm adexterous with it at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, the like wrist is like slightly like slack, where the it's like not attaching fully back for the grappling hook thing.
I give a turn back a little bit and give this guy like the shittiest grin. Where might I procure my belongings? On our way out, as you put it. Who has them?
He's like, there's some guards near the storage boxes. We knew you'd be out of here quick.
Well, I do hope to see you again soon.
Gods help me, I don't.
Yes. Gods help you. And I walk away.
No, you're not walking away. I'm grabbing you by your fucking ear and pulling you along.
Yeah, so you see the sort of like exit stairs that go back up into the courtyard. If there was a breeze in the Underdark, you would probably feel the draft from the big hole that Petillent made. And yeah, you see these boxes where your things are just like haphazardly like thrown in. Anything you had in like pockets has been emptied out. Simon, your briefcase is just like fucking torn open and just all the shit's piled out. Like your box is like twice as full as Avery's.
Hold on. I'm Googling something.
What am I wearing if not my armor? Just like a prison gown or whatever, jumpsuit?
Not a jumpsuit. It's like flat hempen rope sandals, sort of like baggy mushroom hemp pants with like basically like sweatpants string in the middle to keep them taut, and then like essentially like a poncho that has its own like belt.
Okay, so like trash core.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna step away to change.
All right.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna get back into my uniform, as it were. What Simon considers his uniform.
Yeah. All right. Avery, you do it pretty quick. Simon, it takes you a little longer, since you only have one arm to use. the other sleeve is currently
Actually, Simon's pretty
slack.
It took a while for Simon to build his arm, so he's actually pretty practiced putting his clothes on with one hand.
Yeah, but he's also been out of practice for a few years.
I suppose. I mean, he does have to do any maintenance on his mechanical arm with one hand, so. I'm trying to find a particular GIF, and it's driving me insane.
All right. But yes, you both get dressed up again. You retrieve your things. Uh, Avery, you pull the tennis ball off of your rapier. And yeah, so how do you want to go about
Put a
tracking
tennis
down?
ball in the rapier. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
How do you
That's
want to go
awesome.
about tracking down Petillent? You're currently about 5 hours behind.
Well, the dude's an animal, so he probably left tracks. And I mean animal as in the vicious sense, not
And
being racist.
look for
Just being
feces.
clear.
he's also been
Look for feces.
stanking up that cell for 30 years. Maybe you could just
He
track him with your
sprayed the
nose.
wall.
He sprayed. He hasn't been fixed.
He marked his
He pisses
territory.
on the tree.
Meeper, I gotta know, is Papillon a reference to Tai Lung in his imprisonment factor and how he got out with just one hand?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Oh, did he chi block us? Was that why we were paralyzed?
I mean, you can tell he's part monk. But you don't know exactly what
Art
he did.
monk.
Well,
Is he a strength monk? Oh my god, he's a fucking tavern brawler monk.
Oh my god.
No, I mean he did some magic shit to us, so it could be I don't know, play the 4 elements or something. Whatever. I'm pretty sure one of the things he did was something similar to Thunder. What is it? It's the one that pushes people away.
Thunderstone.
Thunderclap?
Thunder, yeah, whatever.
Thunderwave.
Yeah, that's it. The purple one from DG3.
Hoiple one.
I was gonna say Shatter's. Shatter's also purple in Baldur's Gate.
Shatter.
All the
That was
thunder
another
are.
one too.
Shatter's the one I used to blow a hole in the wall of the cell.
Shatter's a fun spell. Anyways, yeah, I would just look for footprints and shit because
I would recommend.
I doubt this person.
I would recommend sniffing them out with your sense of smell, Avery.
My sense of smell is good for blood and for Fae, so I don't.
But if he
know
was
that the
pissing on
smell
a
of
wall,
animal
but
piss-
no. But if he was pissing on a wall, you'll probably pick up piss. You might smell piss.
Oh
You
yeah,
got a nose for piss.
urine.
God
Isn't
knows.
urine filtered blood? Isn't that what pee is? Pee is
No.
blood that's
No.
been circulated through the
No.
kidneys.
No.
I'm pretty sure I'm right about this.
I'm 100% sure you're
No.
wrong about that.
Hey, babe. I took a lot of anatomy courses. No.
It's water mixed with uric acid and the toxins that your body is expelling through your kidneys. That's what urine is.
Yep. It comes
Urine
directly
lung.
from your
Kidneys filter
digestive system.
Listen. The kidneys filter the plasma in special filtration unit.
Listen, I piss blood every day.
Yeah, I piss blood and I'm fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there's
Okay, it's plasma.
Yep.
It's blood
You-
plasma.
it's not blood plasma. It's plasma that comes from the digestive system because that's where
It's-
liquid comes from in our diets.
The
If it was
kidneys
blood
filter
plasma-
blood plasma to produce urine. I'm literally reading it on fucking.
Blood plasma can create uric acid, but not urine.
What about
It filters
team
plasma to create urine. That's literally what the kidneys do.
Where are you
hold
reading
Hold
this?
on. The way you put
Where
that,
are you reading this?
I'll link you.
howtopissgood.com.
Dr. Piss.
.org.
drpiss.net.
The only place you can find true Dr. Piss.
It's like Dr. Pepper, but off-brand.
Dr. Pisser.
Dr. Pisser.
Posted it to Peligang. Renal blood flow and filtration.
Also, I do just want to mention that the kidneys do not exclusively work with urine.
I know.
They also
Kidneys
work
are
with
also
beans.
responsible for that's why you can take ibuprofen and acetaminophen, because one gets filtered through the liver, the other one gets filtered through the kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Would I be able to smell the plasma in his urine?
No.
This all has a purpose, I swear.
If she goes up to the wall and sniffs where he sprayed, can she? Wait, we have Cressida. We can get like a bloodhound.
That's
actually,
true.
that's
You
really
could be
smart.
you could be a shoo.
I'm just gonna give you a hint. This guy hasn't pissed in 30 years.
What is he?
Has he
Leo? What is he?
shit in
Kim
30
Jong
years?
Un?
No.
What is he? Kim Jong Un?
How is this bitch not pissing and shitting?
Well,
You don't know.
to be fair,
'Cause
you
he's-
can drink, you can be dehydrated and then drink enough water to survive, but not piss because your body needs all of that water.
But if she said years, that's not how that works.
Not unless you're like fucking cracked.
He's undead.
No.
Kim Jong
He's
Because
one
Un.
of
He
the
doesn't
mind
shit.
flayer
then Cassie
vampires.
could track him.
He was one of the mind flayer vampires. He just put on a really good disguise.
Yeah.
I say we go
He's
with the
To make
Cressida
his brain
Bloodhound.
not explode.
Yeah, he should still at least have some sort of smell that she can pick up.
I mean, he's been again locked in a room for 30 years. There's no way he's showered, because if they let him shower, he's breaking out.
If he's an alpha, then he might have his pheromones all over the. I'm sorry, I've been reading a lot lately.
He rubbed the side of his face up against the wall as he was leaving a few times on the
Mhm.
corner.
He started licking the walls.
My first words to him when we meet again are going to be, "Pissing all by yourself, handsome?"
I hope that when we find him, he's just like one leg in the air licking his asshole.
Yes. I hope we find him and he's got like a little ball of yarn and he's on his back just tossing it in the air, playing with it.
Something really cat-like.
And then he just like jumps up and he's like, "Oh!"
He's on the
This
ground.
was just constant with Gonzo being in the park.
He's on the ground on his side, gripping some big plush toy or something, and he's kicking the absolute fuck out of it with his forearms gripping it.
He's just like yowling for no reason and he looks over and he's like, "I'm busy right now," and he runs off in a frantic manner.
He gets spooked on linoleum tile and you just hear.
Yeah.
I figured it out. We just have to put tinfoil everywhere.
That's what I was just about to say.
Tinfoil the Underdark.
If we tinfoil the Underdark.
You and Brandon completely missed it, but when I was playing Gonzo, I played up the whole Tabaxi thing really hard.
If I ever play a Tabaxi, I will do the exact same.
I think it's reasonable to do that. I think all Tabaxi should play into the cat.
Alright. So you're gonna have Cressida try to track him?
Am I able to turn into a bloodhound?
Yeah.
You would need to turn into an animal with very high perception, I feel like.
Nah. Yeah, if you wanted to hear or see something, you could be an owl, which gives you advantage on those checks.
But the man would be following smell, right?
If you want hearing or smell, then a dog like a mastiff. It's your option. Wake up.
A mastiff.
That's what I
Mastiffs
get
are
when I
big
look up
dogs.
dog for D&D.
Aren't mastiffs huge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of that right?
They're
Yeah.
massive.
They
Well,
are
wait, we're
considered
looking
medium.
for.
Massive.
I mean, they're massive in dog terms. They're typically around like 150 to 200 pounds. Would it have to be a
Fucking
specific
4 feet
dog
tall.
breed? Like, is D&D specific with their dog breeds, or could we just do like hunting dog? We want her to turn into a hunting dog.
Not really. Like, they chose Mastiff because I think that's just like the most applicable one to all situations, but there aren't like too many. Like, I'm surprised it's not just dog.
Oh, a mastiff is the fucking Hercules from the Sandlot. The
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah, they're big dog. When they get mixed with greyhounds, they make Great Danes.
Great dinguses. So yeah, you're
I will
turning
go
into
to a
a...
mastiff.
Alright, so... yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check an advantage.
If my iPad will work.
From here on out, Simon is going to be absolutely chain smoking.
It's just totally
I hope as this campaign goes on, you give Simon more and more of a smoker's voice.
Nah. This is a fantasy world.
Like has
Yeah, cancer doesn't
cleansed
exist.
lungs.
Cancer doesn't exist in D&D, silly.
Yeah, and if it does,
It's a constellation.
Cressident's a druid. She can just cast Greater Restoration.
And it's like a wonder that like not everything is fucking immortal in D&D. It's like all the maladies, like the heart disease and shit that would kill you in real life, just doesn't apply.
I'm gonna be back momentarily.
That's
I have
why
to pee.
occasionally a fucking just living creature comes by and scorch earths your entire village, and you're like, well, fuck.
True. If you die in D&D, it's usually violent.
Yeah. Oh, oops. Boulette decided to walk through town. Oh, fuck. I have 4 HP.
Hmm. There should be some sort of organization or like guild to hunt monsters. That'd be crazy though.
It'd be weird. They should make some sort of non-canon weapon to destroy all the monsters that's made out of other monsters. I'm sure no one gets mad anytime you bring it up.
I don't know why that's such a touchy subject in the community. We're just like, no, doesn't exist. Shut
No,
up.
not canon. Not worth even considering.
Although, objectively, it is a fucking like awesome piece of lore.
Yeah,
Survival at advantage.
correct. Okay. Yes. So you sniff around the area for a while.
Alright, I'm back.
And eventually you manage to get a trace of the scent which is very different, and it seems to be heading northwest.
Well, back into the mushroom forest we go.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's time to go see our buddy again.
Where's Beerus?
He's with you.
I thought we would have bought him a drink by now. Why is he still around?
You did.
I did
Now
buy
he's
his drink.
been roped into this.
Oh.
He's like, I'm not sticking around the Drow prison city when they're mad
He
at
over
me.
there, he roped me into this.
Oh, he roped me into this.
Well, he roped me into this.
How's your short game?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
But yes, the scent just continues off into the Underdark wilderness.
Go that way.
Will you head out in pursuit?
Yeah.
Will you
We
head
could
out
just
in
say
a
fuck the
fursuit?
bird. We could just say fuck the bird and dip. Like, we don't have to save Ada, right? Like,
If you want to keep traveling with Simon, yeah, you do.
All right.
what if we
fuck
just.
the-
I was about to say, traveling with Simon has gotten us into this mess.
It's gotten you into another adventure. Let's go.
Classic D&D adventure.
Classic Simon move. Bird get
100
mad.
years, D&D.
Bird get in trouble. Time to kill someone.
We could just, like, raise the entire fucking camp and take Ada back.
Yeah, that seems more helpful, easy, interesting, and on brand. It does seem on brand.
Simon did already say.
I was gonna say on brand is like the one non-sarcastic.
I kind of want to now just turn to Simon and be like, hey, I was getting this weird feeling that you wanted to burn the village down.
Oh, you have no idea.
You're
I'm not
putting out
actually.
that vibe.
It's giving burn the
You're
village.
putting out.
It's giving burn the village.
It's not very cutesy. It's not very demure. Like, not very mindful.
Not very mindful.
You see how I burn the village? Very mindful, very demure. I only go after my bird sister. I'm very mindful like that. I'm very cutesy.
All right. So yeah, what are you doing?
Guess we're tracking down the scent.
Alrighty. That is going to put you back into travel mode. What travel pace do you want to move at?
Which gives us the least amount of encounters.
Slow. Well, it gives you the least amount of encounters per day.
So it's all just a trap. Like one way or another. It's like slow is probably just as efficient as fast in that regard.
Yeah. It just means that you'll have more resources as well as you'll have better chance of spotting any threats and avoiding them. So, like, if you go at fast, you'll have disadvantage on perception and stealth and stuff.
Well, I assume that Tommy wants his sister back, so
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm good with going fast.
All right. So you want to go fast pace?
Yeah.
what I vote for.
Okay. Is the rest of the party fine with that?
Yeah, we're good. Run it.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get our first travel encounter check from fucking Yen. Okay. Now let's get one from Krabtos.
Crab toast.
Grape toast?
Crab toast.
Alright. And let's get one from Smiman.
For the hymen.
Hmm.
Alrighty. So yes, you travel throughout the day, trying your best to keep track of the scent. However, it is getting late and you are all very tired. You can choose to push through the night, uh, but take on a point of exhaustion, or you can take a schlong rest.
I need a long rest for my spell slots.
Long rest.
Alrighty. Who wants to take watches?
I'll do it. I need to fix my hand.
I'll do the first one. It's not rolled, but
I'm also going to.
what did I roll?
A 10.
During my watch, I'm also going to rifle through my belongings and make sure that they didn't put anything nefarious in with my stuff, or put
Okay.
like a tracker or something in my arm or whatever.
Yeah, you
They're
can
not
make
you.
Yeah,
you can make an investigation check.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a thing as well.
You know how Simon is.
I'm rolling low.
All right.
Great.
Yeah, you look through your things, but other than a flippant disregard for personal property, you find little of note. And we need one more watch.
Now his watch is ended.
I can watch.
Oh, there's one from Kratos. All right. Yeah, the night goes by uneventfully. It is the next day. You will once again have to begin tracking Petillent. So, Cressida, go ahead and give me another survival check. And if you turn into a dog, you have advantage.
Wait, don't we normally have disadvantage? So that would just
Well, for actually tracking him, no.
oh,
But for everything.
It's survival
Okay.
checks relying on the sense of smell is what she's getting advantage on.
Okay. Yeah, no. You immediately turn into a dog and get the same beat on him you had yesterday.
yeah, turn
Do
into
you
a dog.
you got that dog in you and now out of you? Yes. Do you wish to travel at fast paced once again.
Yep.
Alrighty.
How do you know
A
my...
counter roll from you, Cassie. Okay.
What did I get?
18.
Oh, Cassie.
Oh, Cassie, me. I don't pick the number.
You literally did.
God damn it, Cassie.
No.
Why can't you just use your special dice like we're playing Mario Party? Can you
Be
not
right back.
fucking do your job?
Oh my god. Break.
I'm glad I could only hear like a third of that.
I said I'll break out the Mario Party dice.
I'm gonna break out the cursed dice. My Bowser block.
I thought you said my bowels are bluff, and I'm like, what?
I heard
You
bowels
heard
are
me.
block.
You heard me. My Bowser. What did you send, Tommy?
It's from my favorite TV show, Community. The character Chang, as portrayed by Ken Jeong, is mentally unstable, and it's a running joke that people don't understand. And at that point, he's just like, "I am nuts, Jeff. Get with the program."
Okay.
You're like, Simon, why are you like this? I am nuts, guys. Get with the program. I feel like having to explain it makes me feel like I should delete it.
Maybe it wasn't that funny to begin with.
Well, I went through the effort of making it.
All right. Avery. Can you roll me
Yes, man.
a dexterity saving throw?
Oh. Sure. Dexterity. Saving throw, normal. What'd I get?
A 10.
Oh.
Rolled a 4 on the
okay.
dice. Which does fail. So yes. As you are walking, Avery, you like step on kind of this little like bumped up part of the ground, and you feel it stumble a bit, and before you can even move, just this hot jet of steam erupts from under you, and you take 8 fire damage
Okay.
as you are cooked like a dodo bird from Ice Age.
Okay. Now I guess the question is, do I bother to try to investigate it or just chalk it up to fucking Underdark shenanigans?
What's that goat noise?
Goat noise?
I definitely
It's
heard like
Willie. Willie's here for
I
us.
think I'm haunted by a goat.
You're haunted by the ghost of Willie.
Haunted by the goat of Willie.
Well,
I don't
Willie,
know. I don't know what that goat noise was, but I don't know. Sure. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. 'Cause I'm curious.
all right.
Set a precedent of more damage.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
You know what? I think I will. I think I will do that for you. You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, you see that it was just kind of like a natural area where steam pressure has been building, and it seems like you stepping on it moved enough things to cause it to erupt. but there doesn't seem to be any other nearby, and the one you stepped over now seems mundane.
Well, alrighty then. Thanks, nature. Very cool of you, nature.
How long is it going to take for Simon to repair his hand?
Oh yeah, I was meaning for you to give me a intelligence check, and if you have proficiency in Tinker's tools,
Yeah.
you can add that as well.
Flat intelligence. I'm luck pointing that. Fuck that. There we go, and that's +3 because I'm proficient in the Tinker's tools.
All right, you managed to get the sort of upper and forelimb working, but the fingers are much more complicated and will take more time.
You got it. Do I need to roll again for the last time we slept?
You've only long rested once.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
This is still daytime encounters, right?
Yes, so the next one is from Cressida, a d20. Six. And let's get one from Yen.
I love how every single time I make an input, it just logs me out.
Keep it doing.
Yeah, it does that.
All right. Yes. So, Cressida, I will say the trail seems to be getting stronger. However, it is once again getting late, so unless you want to push through the night and risk exhaustion, you will have to take a rest.
I vote rest.
Yeah. I think it's pretty much safe to assume that we will never pick the point of exhaustion, Beeper.
There.
I did not like those exhaustion points.
No, they suck. I think at a certain point you just drop dead, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although something has to be like forcing you to not be able to be asleep, as at 5 you go unconscious. So.
I will take the first watch and continue repairing my arm.
All right, you can make another Tinker's Tools check.
That's a 5
as
on,
well.
on the sleepy check. It's a 24 total.
Bad things tend to follow me, so I'm not gonna take a. I don't want to roll dice.
24 total? What?
Yeah, because it's a +3 with my Tinker's tools, and it's just not. I hit Control Space and put in Tinker's tools, and it just adds them to my inventory. I don't know how to add a proficiency on here.
I see. All right.
I'm actually just dumb. I'm literally just fucking stupid.
Nice.
I'm literally just dumb as fuck.
That's news to me.
I figured
Okay.
it out. I figured it out instantly.
Yes, you managed to get things mostly working. Everything basically except your thumb on that hand is working now.
And that is unacceptable to Simon, so he's going to work on it the next night as well.
Okay. Yen and Simon's watches go by uneventfully. Is anyone else taking a watch?
I would like to avoid taking a watch, but nobody else will.
The only one other than you who could take one right now is Cressida.
I'll
Or you
take
could just
one.
not take one. And if something
I
happens.
got a 3. You got 3? I got a 3.
All right. Yeah, so the night goes by uneventfully once again, and it is the next day. Cressida can go ahead and give me a survival check, and if she wants to have advantage, she can go. She can hit that dog pog button.
She is in the process of rolling.
In the process of bleeding her. Turn to a random page at the back of Out of the Abyss, and there was Orcus.
iPad is giving her some trouble.
Okay.
Oh, they are minty. No, gross.
They smell like dinner mints. I want to eat them.
No, don't eat my pee blockers. I don't know why these smell like mint. I don't know why they need to be flavored at all.
That sounds awesome.
No, it sucks. I would rather it just taste like nothing.
No, flavor good.
No, flavor bad.
They
Flavor
smell
good.
and feel like Chinese dinner mints.
Oh, it sounds perfect.
Oh,
Pop them.
no.
Dude, I would eat
I prefer
so
the pee
many of
blockers that
those.
don't have a flavor.
Put them in your mouth and just let them melt on your tongue, which is medically unadvisable, but do it anyway.
What's funny is I have to do that with my estrogen.
Yeah,
Estrogen has to
it's
be the
not
same
medically
way.
unadvisable. It's just not the smartest with all medications. Helps the absorption.
Apparently, if you just swallow estrogen, it gets destroyed by your liver and does not end up working. So you have to let it dissolve under your tongue sublingually.
Cute. Oh,
Isn't that
I
adorable?
found out. I remember I asked you guys a while ago. Shots are actually cheaper than the gel.
Really?
Like, gel was $120 a month, and shots are $10 for 2 months.
Was that with or without insurance?
Without.
What?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to my doctor.
I don't know how, and needles are really cheap, so I think it was like 25 cents a piece.
Yeah, I actually have to make I'm on my last refill, so I'll have to make an appointment.
Which we got from the Walgreens 1 mile from us, not 750.
Yes, because that
Nice.
stupid law got overturned. I can continue to see my doctor. Yay! Anyways, what did you roll, Catherine?
22.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was reading stuff in Out of the Abyss. Okay, yeah, no, you once again you managed to clock in on Pillion's scent. You think you are getting fairly close.
Ooh, that's good.
Do you wish to continue your travel pace or slow it down?
No, I mean if we're hot on the trail, then let's fucking go.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get an encounter roll from Kratos.
Crab toast.
Mr. Wad of Gore himself.
You're a transmutation circle.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay. So, you all continue forward, going through this, the mushroomy sort of forest of the rootworks. However, this area even though you've been in decently large caves, they've still felt cramped just due to the thickets of mushrooms. However, as you approach this area, you just see like mushroom stumps for a decent way.
Deforestation in my Underdark? I don't think so.
I'll deforest
Uh,
your under.
I
Oh, God.
I want to look over to Kratos and be like, "Does your axe have anything to say about the the possible lumber trade down here?"
Is there any clear signs that it's doing anything?
Um, I mean, you pull it out and go and give me an Arcana check.
Second, gotta pull it up.
Okay. Yeah, your axe is saying the same thing it's always saying, which is chop, 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 chop.
Does there look to be any signs of like somebody was here recently?
Um, you can make a perception or survival check.
It's the same either way. Oh,
All right. Yes, you uh begin looking around at these stumps, and you can tell that they were clearly chopped by some sort of humanoid hand, thus the stumps. Um, and you even go up to one of the trees and you see that there is this thick sort of like pigment. Seems to be made out of some sort of like sap or something that basically marks a red X on one of the mushroom trees, and it seems to go in a line in a direction.
I don't want to get too off of track or anything, but I kind of want to follow that line and just kind of see, I guess.
Hold on. Is the trail for Papillon in the same direction?
Mm, not quite the same. In the same general way, but you would be going off course a little bit.
Well, you know my vote.
I don't know your vote.
My vote is get back the cat so I can save my sister.
Weren't you the one that wanted to find this apprentice, though?
Yes, but there are more pressing matters at hand right now. That is what we call a leisure quest.
I guess I won't explore it any further then.
In the
All right.
interest of avoiding group discourse, I will go along with the majority vote. But the longer we stray from the path, the further away he gets.
Okay. Yeah, what is everyone's thoughts and feelings? Do you want to follow this sort of trail of tagged mushroom trees, or do you want to continue following the scent of Ilion?
The scent does not align with the chopped down trees.
The chopped down trees are going like hard north. Pilion is still northwest.
I will say he is a moving thing.
I
He
was gonna
might
say it wouldn't
get further.
surprise me if he like left shit behind, like his clothes or something.
Well, no, I was thinking like this is a tree, like it's a forest, and that's where we got Kratos' axe that's going chop chop chop. So maybe the apprentice is around here, but Petillent is actively on the move, and we want to go get him. So probably should follow that path then. Cats
Right.
move a lot faster than trees.
True.
My prediction, though, is we're gonna follow that trail, and it's gonna lead to something that belongs to him. That's just what my gut is saying.
I doubt that.
All
I have a
right.
feeling this is a separate thing.
My point, even if he ditches his clothes, they're still gonna smell like him. You know what also smells like him? Him.
Fair enough.
All right, moving.
Alrighty. Let's see here. That was a Kratos check. That was the first of the day. Let's go ahead and get one from Simon.
How do I look, yellow man? Ah, fuck.
All right. Uh, so yes, you all continue going. You are once again kind of getting into more of the thicket of the rootworks. And as you do so, you kind of don't notice it until you're in the middle of it. You see, there's like a group of Quaggoth just kind of around you, and there's about 3 of them.
Do they look aggressive?
Uh, give me an insight check.
Hmm. We slept. I'll leave a low point. I want to know.
All right. No, they just kind of seem to be meandering about.
Shall we just progress past them then? Hello? Anybody?
I don't know, man. This is like your quest, so
Well,
you choose.
they're just it's just Quagoths. I mean, hey, pardon me. Do you speak common?
Uh, so you approach one of them and look at them, and you kind of see their face turn towards you, and you see uh, the other half of their face is like a shelf of mushrooms, and they have like no eye in the eye socket.
Oh, Tommy knows what this could possibly mean, but can I make a like what would it be, like nature or history?
Nature medicine.
Medicine, yeah. I'm better at medicine. 16.
All right. Yes, you can tell that this Quaggoth has been overtaken by mushrooms and is merely a host.
Does he look like a myconid thrall? Is what I was getting at.
You're not quite sure about that. You just know that he's the only reason he's still up and walking around is because of the mushrooms that have taken him over.
What about the other ones?
You look at them, and based off their behavior, In their appearance, they seem to be the same.
Did he respond to anything I just said, verbally or non-so?
No. You like made a noise at him, and he looked at you unblinkingly, and then you kind of like studied him, and he just went back to what he was doing.
But they're not going to be much help. I say we just move past them. I'm just gonna sheepishly, like, pardon me, guys, excuse me, you know, just kind of move on through politely and non-aggressively.
Yeah, they don't seem to bother you. All right. Let's get encounter roll from Avery.
Okay. Oof. I don't know why I'm such a high roller.
Okay. uh, so yes, you are walking through the thickets once again. When you hear from the mushroom tops this kind of like yipping noise.
Like a dog?
Kinda.
Cressida, get out of the trees.
Sorry.
Um, well, I mean, Avery, just kind of want to chalk it up to Underdark shenanigans. It's like, this is their world, not ours. Like, I don't know. Just like seeing seagulls on the beach. I don't know. Kind of want to ignore it. So I think I will. I mean, I'll make the party aware of it, but I will also express my opinion that we should just ignore it.
Simon's got a one-track mind right now, so he doesn't care about the yipping sound. Which is also why he didn't, like, try and, like, investigate the infested, oh my god, I already forgot what they were called. Yeah.
Whatever.
Quagon.
What does everybody else think?
I think we should mind our own business. Lest we cause another prison break.
Alright, well, if nobody else has any objections, we're just gonna ignore it.
Yeah.
All right.
Going once, going twice, sold.
So you keep going. However, once you pass under one of the mushrooms, can everyone make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, shit. This is a fucking thylacolate. What the hell is this? Cool, now I roll low.
Another one.
Man, why are you critting so much tonight?
Yeah, geez. All right. Uh, so as you go, uh, you start seeing these stones being pelted at you, seemingly from these small mushroom-looking creatures with slings. Most of you manage to avoid the stones. However, Yen and Avery, you take 5 bludgeoning damage as some of the rocks manage to hit you as you are running.
Okay. Well, like I said, this is their world, not ours. So I don't want
But
to
are
like
they
stay.
are they cute?
What are you, a poacher?
No, just are they cute?
No.
Oh,
uh, the they are like
Mushroom gajalaka.
no, they're like imagine they almost have like they're like these long, thin bodies with like arms that could reach down to their feet, and then they have like ant heads without the mandibles.
oh, okay.
Sound like kind of sound like uh Albinaurix a little bit.
Those are like frog heads. You can here if you want to look them up, type their name. Oops.
Yeah. Oh, I can read that.
It's my favorite language right there.
Yeah. The language.
Veggie pygmy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you talking about? That's the cutest little guy. Oh, well, some of them are cute, and then this one looks like scraggly and gray. Are they the scraggly and gray or cute ones that look like the boogeyman?
The scraggly and gray.
I don't. All right,
They kind
they're
of
not.
vaguely
They're
resemble
the
Abe.
Well, let's keep going.
Kind of vaguely resemble Abe from Oddworld.
yeah, kind of.
Oh, see, this one's cute. This is what I pictured. This one's pretty.
What have you done? All right, let's just keep going.
All
I
right.
have a feeling that we just leave.
Well,
That is adorable. Goddamn fucking Korok. Aw. It actually
not
kind of
a.
looks like something out of
It's
Princess,
a.
or not Princess Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke.
That's the one.
Neighbor
Yeah.
Totoro.
No, it's Mononoke. Those little tree spirits
Kodama.
with like what the Koroks are based off
They're
of.
called Kodama.
Kodama.
Mamas.
Those were actually in. Uh, there was Kodamas in fucking Neo.
Oh yeah, those were actual Kodamas. Uh, well, you keep going,
It
but
looks like the
the
Kodamas and the rat from Spirited Away.
Cassie, I think maybe you should restart Discord or something.
Really, is it that bad?
Yeah, you and
Yeah.
Catherine are deep fried.
I found the deep friedness entertaining personally.
Yes, but not conducive to good role play.
I don't know what you're talking about. Avery just going all of a sudden was awesome.
she got that vocal fry.
Oh boy, here I go joining again.
You would.
That's something that you're right. That's such a me maneuver. Is it better though?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
I did lie.
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't. All right. Well, so you keep going, but the yipping follows you. You go under another mushroom and you see like this glittering spore cloud kind of fall from it. It
Oh,
seems as if
come
they
on.
want to chase you.
I don't want to fight them. Come on, just let sleeping dogs lie. Fuck off. You just keep going. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into a fight. We're in a hurry.
yeah.
All right.
So these things are such a non-threat. Like,
So, you keep going. Uh, and eventually you turn a corner into a trickling stream. You see once again there are more sort of mushroomy stumps and whatnot. However, in the center of this cave you had entered, you see a lit fire, a small sort of like shrine pedestal thing. Over the fire is what appears to be an old tea set, and you see a black tabaxi man. Uh, his gray skin and black, sort of matted fur sat over the fire on one of these mushroomy stumps in sort of the middle uh, of this island. Very small. You know, you can tell the water is like barely ankle deep. Uh, as you kind of like burst into the room and stop with this these veggie pygmies following you.
How many are there?
There's three.
Simon, have you ever come across these in your studies? Do you know of anything that might make them go away?
No, but I'm gonna cast a scorching ray on one targeted at each of them.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
In my spell book. Does 13 hit?
Let's see here. That was the first one. You can go and roll the hits for the other two as well. Yes, that hits.
Okay, so all three of those hit.
Yes.
Damage for the first one, damage for the second one, and damage for the third one.
All right. You see the rays hit all of them. They all seem a little burned up, and they kind of yip and hiss, and they sling some stones at each of you again. If you could all make another set of dexterity saving throws.
You need to make a dex save, Catherine.
Fucking God. Is there any way you can just make it for me? This is fucking ridiculous.
You have access to your character sheet. What you could do is you just roll dice plus your modifier.
It's for
Figure ownership. Give it
Yeah.
to Cassie.
I was about to say, do what Brandon and I do. Whenever his laptop or my thing doesn't work, we have each other's.
You
All
could
right,
just
well,
open up
you're using...
Foundry in a new tab on Chrome for Catherine.
No, that is so inefficient.
Okay, do it on Firefox then.
I gave you access
That's
to
so
Cresta,
inefficient.
Cassie.
Yeah, I see that.
Fiberfox.
Oh, that is super inefficient when I can just control Catherine as well.
Speaking of which, Kratos does need to.
Well, you're getting my luck, so deal with it.
And Kratos does have advantage because he's a barbarian and can see what's flinging stones at him. All right.
Damn.
So everyone who isn't Kratos manages to dodge the stones. Uh, Kratos, you take uh, 4 points of bludgeoning damage as one of the stones hit you. However, as you hear the stones kind of like land and splash into the water, you look over at Petillent. One went his way, and he caught it. Uh, and you just see him uh, skim it off of the water, and it just goes through one of the Vegapygmies' heads and kills them instantly.
Oh,
And the other two kind of see that, and you see them scamper and run away.
I forgot to
Yeah, I would.
add a long rest to this. My HP's been gone, and my hit dice have been at 0 for the last however long. And let me mark a spell slot off. Oh, he's a little buff for a scraggly gentleman.
I want to try something.
No,
Use your epic charisma stat.
Yeah. He knows about our presence already, so I want to just like put down my weapons, like put them to the side, and I want to walk in just on my own, or people can come with if they want, but I just want to try to approach friendly,
all right.
friendly as he will allow me, like hands up kind of thing. I'm no threat.
Me and
I
Avery
see.
literally freed him from his shackles, so I think he might even be amenable to talking to us.
Yeah, we'll let Yen do the talking, but Simon and I will follow Yen and just kind of stand there with her.
Do you wade through the water, Yen, or do you kind of go up to the water's edge?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna. I'm gonna come up to the water's edge and just say, "Mind if I join you?"
uh, okay, yeah, you see, again, this old, rusty, sort of dented tea set. Uh, he's like, not much to share. Only did ever have the one cup. As you see him pour himself some tea, and he drinks from it. uh, he's like, all right then. You are persistent. Why are you here?
Have you been enjoying your freedom?
Hmm. Free in the physical sense, but I'm long gone past any form of enjoyment.
Due to age or just condition?
I'm a failure. Long have I been indentured to a contract that is now impossible to fulfill.
What made it impossible now?
Time, age.
Enemies of all. What got you locked up originally?
They set out a bait, and I bit.
The box, right? Or whatever was in it.
No. If I needed such a thing, I would have taken it.
That would
But I
explain.
don't.
That would
I never
explain
did.
why you simply left it behind. Why were they so convinced that you wanted it? That you would get your hands on it and it would be their undoing somehow?
Hmm. Perhaps they saw what I could do with just my hands and feared the worst from whatever's in there. Perhaps they never did. You only assumed that they did.
Why did you attack us when we freed you?
Because you're foolish.
Foolish to
How
let.
did you learn? How did you learn how to do that?
You see him kind of look at uh, his somehow still well-defined musculature. He's like, he just says, a lifetime of dedication and waste.
Waste. How so?
As I said, I did all this, and yet I still fail.
Is there no way that your contract could be met?
Not anymore. Yet I am still upholded to that which I can fulfill.
Was your contract infernal in nature?
Hmm. Not that I believe. But I never met my employ.
I actually broke you out because I had some questions for you. You and I share similar interests, or so I was led to believe. Your targets. Why were you sent after them specifically?
Because it was easy. Because I could do it reliably.
And why not finish the job? You left them paralyzed rather than ending the suffering. Was that part of the contract as well?
Hmm. They gave me the freedom of that choice, but they knew who they were contracting. They knew what I would do. They, when I struck them, they simply became a burden.
So let me remember what you said about him last time, Reaper. You said he only targeted the male consorts of clergy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means in this world. I understand what it would mean in like um a real life context where like vicious homophobes would have like cover up operations to keep that sort of thing in the dark, especially like the Catholic Church.
Um, I, yeah, I think you're very mistaken. Consort or concubine, as they were also calling them, are like they fucking.
Okay.
Uh, and as a reminder, the Drow is a matriarchal society.
Okay, so this guy only targeted Drow?
Well,
Correct.
consorts and concubines are very different. A consort is like a legal marriage
Yeah, he
in high
only ever
society.
said concubine,
Oh, okay.
or that's all
Oh,
you've
okay.
ever heard.
So he'll so
Yeah, concubines are whores.
just so
Yeah,
that
it's there's legal ownership, but it's not. They're not considered people.
so for just so that I, Tommy, can understand why is this considered a bad thing in Drow society?
Why is what considered a bad? What he was doing?
Yeah, no, I mean male clergy or the male concubines amongst the clergy? Is it
Uh,
for the same reason that like priests aren't allowed to have sex or something like that? You know, like a vow of chastity, and they broke that chastity, so they have to be punished. Is that sort of the thing?
um, you
Maybe
don't know his reasons. You would have to ask him.
maybe
Okay,
it's just
I'm just trying to
maybe
make
it's just
sense of
socially
this.
unacceptable.
I'm just trying to make sense of the story that Vesti told us.
Yeah, Vestuvius uh told you that he was uh considered an assassin slash terrorist. He was captured uh at some point, and he would always attack the male concubines of the like highest priestesses of the clergy, and he would paralyze them from the waist down permanently.
Okay. Now, why did you target who you did? Was it simply that you were a sellsword, or was it a more personal matter?
Hmm, I did enjoy coin, and I suppose I had no moral objections to it.
I see. It would appear that I had some misunderstandings about who you were and why you did what you did.
Hmm.
Were there any personal reasons?
Hmm.
Deep seated anger or anything?
No.
Right. You seem not
I just
super
love
worried.
killing.
You seem super not worried that we're here.
No, I have a feeling I know why you're here, but
Well,
in the end, either I die and my contract is null and void, or I kill you all and I continue being what I am now.
I like this guy. Super confident.
I have to ask, which of those two options would you prefer at this point?
Hmm. I could put both answers on a coin and flip it and see where it lands.
I don't want to bring this guy back. I really don't.
What if
Well,
I
what
gave
we
you a
could
third
do
option?
would be
Yeah.
to.
normally I'm not one to impose upon the freedoms of others, but somebody very
I
important
have
to
an
me is
idea.
being held hostage.
I'm going to hold my hand out in front of Simon. What if we give him. What if we give you a third option? Talking to dude, man. Tabaxi.
He's just kind of drinking his tea.
I think that's your cue to
Our
continue
friend.
speaking.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm ignoring it.
Yeah.
What. Our friend has someone of great importance who was taken because of your escape.
Which we facilitated, by the way, just letting you know.
And obviously, you are probably aware at this point that they want you back dead or alive. But quite frankly, they have done nothing to help us and have only treated us with hostility. We do, however, need to retrieve the person I previously mentioned, but if you'd be willing, some assistance would be of great help, and perhaps we could find a way to give you a
Can
little
we
more
have,
purpose in your mission.
in other words, can we have one of your teeth so that we can pretend that you're dead and give it to them?
Or come back and raise hell with us.
No, if they raise hell, Ada's dead.
Fine, we get Ada first, and then we raise hell. That's right up a Simon alley. Why are you arguing with this?
That's been my plan the entire time. The moment she is back in my hands, I am...
Then why wouldn't you want the cool person to do it with us? And I'm gesturing to the cat this whole time.
Perhaps you misunderstood. That has been my plan the entire time, which is why I have not attacked this gentleman. You see, I have no regard for my
I thought
own
you
life.
didn't attack him because you knew you wouldn't win.
You see, I have no regard for my own life. I'm sure Petillent here knows this all too well.
You don't have regard for your life, but you have regard for your sister's life. Ergo, you would not kill yourself vainly.
Did he say that his contract is null and void once he's dead?
Well, yeah, because he's dead. But it's already kind of...
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, why don't we kill him and just have Cressida cast True Resurrection?
True Resurrection is a hugely powerful spell. She could cast Revivify.
That's it.
That would be an interesting loophole.
Are you saying that out loud to him?
We would have to have Ada in our hands before I revive.
No, would we?
Would we?
Well, I do say that out loud. We both get what we want because technically we did kill him. They didn't say that he had to stay dead. And it would get him out of the contract.
It's my fucking idea, though.
I know it's your idea.
No, it was a great idea, Catherine.
The thing is, he's very nonchalant about this, and I have a feeling he doesn't care what happens whatsoever. If we try to take him back, he's going to fight back. If we don't, he's not.
Yeah, so he kind of finishes drinking his tea. He sets the cup to the side. And he's like, I told you, this is not an infernal contract. If at any point I'm alive to fulfill it, that is my goal. Additionally,
so you're saying
means that in no way can I aid the drow, or really should I be near them, unless I am fulfilling my mission, which, again, can no longer do.
Well, how about this? They simply want proof that you're dead. Perhaps you could offer us some of that proof and escape? Few in our party are exceptional at healing spells. Perhaps a patch of skin or a tooth soaked in your blood would serve as sufficient proof.
You see him kind of like stand up, and he's like, you think I haven't thought of that? You think that they haven't thought of that? As you see him reach out and grab something, and you see there's clearly something in his hand, and he like puts it over the fire until you see like this red sort of like burning hot glowing like sphere that seems to be an eye, and he just like crushes it like glass, and he's like, orb of scry. I expect that not to be the last one.
So they are watching us.
Well, here's the thing. We broke you out, so I kind of feel like you're sort of indebted to us, at least somewhat.
I doubt he feels the same.
I don't want to take him back. I like this guy. I don't think that he should be in the Drow's control.
I don't either, but how else do we get Ada back?
Here's my plan. Similar to Cressida's. We escort him back just short of the drow encampment. We, with his consent, of course, please let me finish, kill him.
Don't kill me.
Present his body, and then Cressida sneaks up and revivifies him. Lo and behold, he wreaks havoc. After, of course, Ada is back in my hands. Of course, this is all contingent on how willing you are to cooperate. I am just as ready to raze that place to the ground, light everything on fire, and kill every living thing there. So, it's up to you, my friend.
We also only have 1 minute from the time he dies to the time I can revive him.
That's why I said get him right up to the camp and wait for them to see his body, and then poof.
We would have to protect Cressida at all costs.
I would have to like hide in his clothes or something.
I want this guy to live, like, really bad. I like him, and I don't regret freeing him, even if he ends up not being super great. Nobody should ever be a prisoner. I mean, I shouldn't say that.
I was about to say.
Well, actually, she said dead or alive.
What I
How
meant
do
to
you
say
feel
is
about this?
imprisonment is not a constructive solution, is what I meant to say.
Oh, I have no intention on allowing anybody to be re-imprisoned.
We haven't asked how he feels about this, though.
I will let one of you make a persuasion check.
It's gotta be Yen.
I'm
Yen.
going to let
Yen.
you know that the DC is very high.
We got cards last week.
Yep.
I got a negative, I'm pretty sure.
I got a positive. I think I got a +7. Let's see.
Hang on.
+7, baby.
When cards stack.
Where would it be under? I don't remember where it was. Peligang? Yeah.
I think so.
I
It's
think
way
so,
up
yeah.
there.
Just scroll up a little bit.
All right.
Do cards stack, Meeper?
Yeah.
But we can also use them against him.
Only if he's
So-
rolling. You can't lower the DC with the cards. You're only against a roll.
Oh, is it? My bad.
Well, yeah, well, we can't lower the DC, but we can lower what he rolls to meet the DC.
Well,
Or
you don't
He
roll
ain't
anything.
rolling.
Yeah, you
He
don't
ain't
roll
rolling.
anything for a persuasion. You don't roll anything
No.
against
All
a
right.
persuasion check.
right.
I would like
sorry.
to. I'm going to add my +4 for sensible decisions, because this is another one of those sensible decisions. If anybody wants to add any extras on.
One of you guys said you had a +7?
Oh, shit.
I do.
I didn't mean to press the
I'll
actual
do it.
button. So, +4 is 13, +7 is 20.
I have a
And-
-5, so
Brandon, do you want to add in the +2? All right, 22.
Can I offer Yen one of my luck points, Meeper?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get your luck.
tickets are not transferable.
Thank you.
Tickets, please.
I don't remember if I got a
If
plus or
anybody
minus
got that
last
reference,
week.
I love you.
Thank you, Polar Express conductor.
Thank you. I love you.
Oh my god.
You're my new best friend.
Who doesn't understand that?
Polar Express was my favorite Christmas movie as a kid.
Used to give me fucking nightmares. I had to skip the puppet fucking car scene.
Amen to that, sister. All right, 22, Beeper.
Nope.
Motherfucker.
He
You're good.
he ponders on it for a moment, but he says, I knew what I was getting into when I offered my services.
How about a new
They got their
contract?
contract, and I will commit myself to it. It is the only honor I've ever known. If you want me back, you'll have to bring me back dead.
Or
Before we
That
move
was the
on,
plan.
can I want to ask him what were the stipulations of his contract? What was this contract? If he's willing to talk.
All I can say while I still breathe is that the stipulations were simple. Priestesses may never bear children.
Right.
wait,
This is a quest line in which we form contraception.
Does this tie into the whole concubine thing somehow?
Well, concubines typically would be used for reproductive purposes sometimes. They would take
I thought that
attractive
they were
people.
more of a pleasure thing.
Some of
Yeah.
them were, but a lot of them were used for, if they had preferable features, they would use them as, like, breeding.
Not to mention, you can't. No contraception is 100%.
Okay.
Might as well be though.
We're going to open a clinic, and we're going to offer free hysterectomies and vasectomies.
Yep, we are Planned Parenthood up in this bitch.
My point is, if you want to stop the higher ups from siring children, we could probably facilitate that in some small way. That drow encampment. How quickly could you disarm, so to speak, that one Fenestra? Apparently she holds the bell that serves as the alarm, the signal to kill my sister.
No. He didn't see me coming. Probably quick enough, but it does not matter.
If you come back with us, end her, and help us save our sister, you will never see us again.
I think you misunderstand. I cannot complete my contract, for this was more than 30 years ago. And the next generation has already begun.
Can we not take care of them? Where's this next generation?
If you truly think that you can do better and break into the cradles of these children, then be my guest.
If we were able to take care of that generation, would you be willing to join us then?
I'd have still failed my contract even then.
Yes, the goal was to prevent, not to kill, wasn't it?
This is correct.
Well, by all accounts, it seems we are at an impasse.
An impasse indeed.
I kind of feel like you would be more willing to come up with ideas.
If you want to keep your jam.
Yeah. Like it seems like you're very nonchalant about this in all the wrong ways.
To him, it's the right ways. I understand. He had a job, and he can't do it, so he's got nothing left to live for.
I am weighing the
There's
benefits.
plenty to live for. You could find love, have a kid, do something besides murder people.
See the world.
There's plenty to live for.
I'm gonna try another approach. How much? What is your rate?
Are you gonna appeal to his? Okay.
My rate is Nothing until my contract is fulfilled.
What if I wish to impose a contract?
I would be unable to sign.
Contract. How do you complete your current contract?
You might have to speak up.
How do you complete your current contract?
By ensuring that the clergy of this generation do not bear children until they grow old and withered.
How the hell are you gonna police that? Like, how do you enforce that?
Well, he said it himself. It's the only honor left that he knows.
Right, what are you gonna do? Like, fucking, like, sit in the corner of people's bedrooms, and when they start to have sex, you're just like, nope,
I don't.
Like, what the hell?
It ain't time yet. Got to get him a cuck chair.
Yeah, like, what is this? Like, what?
You
Have you ever thought?
Jesus?
Have you ever stopped to think that this is like stupid? And I do say that. I'm like, have you ever stopped to think that this is dumb?
That which was written on the contract, what they asked for and how I applied it was not for me. I saw the coin, I saw that I could do it, and so I agreed.
Where's that coin now?
Yeah, how are they paying you? Like in increments or all at once at the end or like what?
Oh, they already paid me. Where the money's gone all this time now, I cannot say.
See.
Fenestra's a paladin, yes?
Yeah.
She would be considered amongst the clergy, would she not?
She is a soldier. She just so happens to also have faith.
You need to stop them from procreating, right? Before, like, you need to stop them before, right? That's your thing?
Correct. And I have already failed.
Not quite
When you say
yet.
that
You
you
have.
failed,
No.
hold on. When you say that you failed, are you talking about the ritual that happened in the ship? Like, was that an attempt to like
Dude, he doesn't know
have
what we're
offspring?
talking. He doesn't know what we're talking about. He's been here for 30 years. He's been locked up for 30 years.
But wait.
How can he do his job if he's locked up? Like he must have some omniscience. Like he can't do his job if he's locked in a fucking cell. So somehow he must be aware of the procreation habits of the drow.
You're
Well,
correct. I couldn't do my job while I was in my cell, and that is why I have failed.
but if there's a situation in which you can stop the procreation of drow, would that not fulfill your contract, even if it is now?
It's more the he's not.
Unless I could travel back in time to before I got captured and continue my mission, I'm already through.
Wait. Manoia said that if he got his hands on whatever was in that box, it would be very, very bad. She made a point, especially him. What was in that box?
The secret to procreation.
What I'm saying is,
it was a box of semen.
Oh my god!
It was a glove or something, right? And
The cum glove. I never
got a chance to. Yeah, exactly. I never got a chance to take a look at it.
What was so special about that glove? I'm gonna ask him. What's so special about the glove?
I don't know, truthfully. I heard it is an implement capable of much destruction. If put in my hands, I could probably do more than what my contract requires of me, but I'm not here to do more than what my contract requires of me, so I have no use for it.
Do they purely fear you because you're strong, or do they know what your contract was?
Hmm. I've not told anyone of the dealings of my contract, nor do I plan to while I still breathe. As for them, well,
Let's kill them and
surely,
cast speak with them.
surely after 200 years they put two and two together.
Two. All right. How you stay alive? Wow, that was good English. How have you stayed alive so long?
Hmm. I told you, a lifetime of training. More than a lifetime in reality.
How did you train?
Hmm.
How do you train to not die?
I trained with a select order. It is how I found my contracts, but anything more I cannot say.
This isn't going anywhere, and Simon is really, really weighing the benefits, the pros and cons of straight up attacking him and attempting to kill him.
You won't win.
Can you not be a psycho for 3 seconds? Jesus.
For real. Um, it seems that just by talking, we aren't going to meet in the middle with anything. Would you be willing to let us part ways with something to resemble your death, and we leave you be for you to do whatever you intend to?
I could give you a whole arm, but by the very next day a scrying orb would make its way over to me, and they would know you are liars.
Can you fucking help us out instead of naysaying? Like shooting like I understand like that there are things standing in the way, but you could be a little more constructive.
Hmm.
Yeah,
My point is
laugh
they're
away.
building a foundation that's all built on sand.
All built on what?
Saturn.
Sand.
And
Oh,
Same thing.
as in there's no structure. Okay. Well, if there's no structure, then it should be easy to knock down, right?
Exactly. And that's why we're still here, delaying the inevitable.
We're still here because you're stubborn as hell. God damn you.
Listen, I want my sister back. You can go back to lamenting your failed contract. I am begging for your help.
I owe you nothing.
How do you figure?
Everything, dickhole.
How do you figure? I mean, you might not have wanted freedom, but at least now you have the freedom to fulfill your goal. We've given you purpose.
Not giving me purpose, you've just given me a bigger cage.
What do you want? Fucking outer space? Like,
what do you intend to do if we leave right now?
What if your
I don't
cage
know.
didn't have to be so small? What if your cage could be a whole new reality altogether? We recently witnessed a ritual to bring somebody from a whole other material plane. If we could reverse engineer that enchantment, perhaps you could go really anywhere.
I don't really care to go anywhere.
Hi.
Did he answer my question of what would he do if we leave right now?
I'd probably continue my travel. Eventually find one who gave me my contract. And see what happens from there. He'd probably kill me. I wouldn't let it happen. But I don't.
Can I ask? I'm sure you'll tell me no, but who gave you your contract?
That I cannot say while I still breathe.
Then hold your breath, bitch. Tell me.
All signs are pointing to us having to fight.
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
How else do you propose we get Ada back?
This is not like blunt force is not going to get us through this.
This is someone who knows their way around fighting. It's not going to be advantageous for us to fight, especially when we already know he's stronger than us.
He could rip us to shreds in seconds, and he knows that. That's why he's not fucking scared.
And he's also not scared because he doesn't care, and fighting somebody who doesn't care is just foolish.
You said that you wouldn't let it happen.
All
You
78 are accounted for.
You seek out your employer. He kills you, but you don't let him kill you. So you do still hold some regard for your own life, despite your failures.
I said that I wouldn't let him, not that he wouldn't kill me. He certainly will. But it is a death I'm willing to accept. I'll not sit and waste away in some chamber. I owe myself that dignity. But in
So
battle,
he dies.
those who can prove that the world is still strong, that is worthy.
You're making it really hard for me to want to kill you.
I'm letting you know right now, Simon, that if you do aggro this person, I will not help you. I will not, like, and something tells me that he won't attack me if I'm not attacking him.
Let's lay all of our cards out on the table then. What would it take? No matter the stakes, no matter what it would take for us, what would it take for us to gain a boon from you? One simple task. What would it take?
Perhaps a prayer to a god.
You guys, okay, I'm not saying this out loud. I'm saying this to the players themselves. You guys think that he's not being helpful because of all the scrying orbs? Do you think if we found some place devoid of any prying eyes, he would be more
I'm
willing
sure
to
that's
be...
part of the reason, but I genuinely think that he's not being helpful because he's got one mission. He's got one reason that he sees to live, and he will not go outside of that. He doesn't care otherwise.
Wait a minute.
Something I'm still not clear on is why would they imprison him if... Alright, who... Oh, he won't tell us who imprisoned him.
Who contracted him?
Right. So the drow want to procreate. Somebody tasked him
The drow clergy.
with no...
It's very specifically the clergy amongst the drow.
Which is essentially the head drow state, as it were.
Why?
The
So then we have to
highest
ask
of the
ourselves,
matriarchy.
why do they not want drow procreating?
How did they capture you to begin with?
The same reason you speak to me now. They want answers. And those that I can provide seem to not satiate. So they keep me there. They tortured me for a while. I tried all manner of things. I even learned some things about my personal life, but it was too late for them. I'm too old.
I have a question. If we
Hmm.
got you whatever's in that box, would you be able to fulfill your duty, your purpose?
Unless it can quite literally erase time, send me back. But no such
Right,
thing
right. I get that.
exists.
But like,
Meeper. God damn it, Meeper. I think I know what was in the box and what the glove was, just from your description of it last time.
what are you thinking?
Does the words "the hand" mean anything to you, Meeper? Zahando?
I mean, I've watched JoJo's.
Well, you described it as a glove with like semicircular spheres, like little domes on it.
Yeah.
I'm literally imagining that stands like hand. The
Well,
ability.
by that logic, it could be the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Like,
Well, what I
it's
mean is, the hand erases, but it can erase existential concepts like the space between two objects or time. The It's just absolutely fucking wacky.
okay. How about this? Does any of us know a way of going back in time? Does any of us know anybody that
I'm pretty sure if we knew a way to go back in time, we would have never been looking for a gambling ring.
But hold on. No, you're right. You know, high power, high powered wizards are able to cast wish, and that could throw you back in time so that you can fulfill your goals.
Hmm. If such wizards existed, I'm sure my employers would have already opted to do that long ago.
if I could be honest, there's clearly only one solution to this, and it feels like we're just stuck guessing until we read your mind, Meeper. That's kind of what this feels like.
You know, it's midnight and we're kind of fucked right now in terms of strategy.
I mean, the solution is he wants to fight. uh,
He hasn't made that. He hasn't made that clear to us, has he? Has he made it clear that he wants to fight us?
He did say he liked someone who was strong in battle.
He wants to show that the world is still strong. Oh, he's testing us. He wants to test our mettle.
Yeah, but I don't want to fight him. I like him. Whatever. If it completes our goal, then
Listen, I think I think I understand. And if it comes to it, we will end him. But I will make sure that all damage that I do is superficial and non lethal.
I feel like that's antithetical to what he wants, though. I think he wants brutality. I think.
He told
I
us
think
he
if you were to spare,
there's more than one
I,
type of strength.
I mean, yeah, worst comes to worst, you could try fighting him non-lethally, whether or not you can take him the, you know, 3-day journey back without
while
him
he's still
escaping again
unconscious.
is up to you.
All right. Well,
That's right. We would have to knock him out like every like what hour?
Every 1d4 hours.
You- oh, that's not feasible. Uh,
listen, I like you. We've only just met a few days ago, but you seem to be a man of strong conviction, and I have a deep respect for you as a man of your word and a man of your pride. And I point my gun at him. If this is what it's going to take.
Always has been.
Yeah, you see him kind of walk over and put his hand on the shrine, and he's like, I'm old. I'm a warrior. I've seen the world change around me more than any of my kin should ever have to bear. So then, so be it. Let us fight. See whose convictions truly come out stronger.
And fuck it. I'm gonna start this off and by pulling the trigger.
Are you guys actually fight tonight?
I'll leave that up to everyone. It would probably not take more than half an hour, but it is midnight.
I'm tired and I have to wake up at 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I think a good cliffhanger is pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Like a
loud noise.
On the next episode.
Loud bang, cut to black. Alright, well, GG's and all that.